Dumbasses. Today, you are going to wake up. We are going to wake up for the first time ever. And what do I mean by that? I mean that we will get to the solution of how to get rid of brain fog. This is a problem that many people have not even experienced how it is to actually not have brain fog, because they have either not experienced it ever because of the following things I will bring up, or they simply have experienced it but haven't experienced it in so long that they have forgotten how it feels like to not have brain fog. So first I will explain roughly what brain fog actually is. What brain fog is and what it does to you is basically, think about it like these glasses that on bathrooms that where you can't really see through. That is basically what brain fog is. You can't. It's those type of glasses. It's a thing in your mind that makes you simply just not respond. You become sluggish. You become late, slow thinking. You feel just off in general. You don't feel fresh. And that is really the thing. That when I had this problem for so long. Because when I was 17, 18, I started to experiment with ways to get rid of it. And let me tell you, brothers, dumbasses, I have never felt better since then. Like, that was the changing point for me. And I will set up 3 things here and talk about 3 things in this video about how I got rid of brain fog. So, the first thing here is that we need to understand before I talk about the 3 solutions that are the biggest impacts and will give you the biggest impacts. We need to talk about what myelin is. So myelin is sort of a matter on your brain. It's the matter on your brain that makes you remember things and makes you build things. Remember, think about it like building a muscle, really. That is what myelin is. It's because when we learn new things, we rewire our brain with new cells and neurons. But here's the thing we need to realize. We, as people, also have something called myelin. And that is what makes us have memory and everything. It's a matter outside on the brain. And that is what we need fats for. So the first thing we will talk about here is the diet. You need to have a good diet. A diet that consists of omega-3s that you can find in fish. And you need cholesterol. Because while, as media often mentions, you maybe should be a bit worried about cholesterol. Okay, you actually shouldn't, because here's the thing. As long as you aren't like the biggest sack of potatoes ever and actually exercise, your heart isn't going to be that affected. And the benefits of actually consuming cholesterol is actually pretty good, because it will give you, as we have talked about myelin, but it will also give you testosterone and other things. So it's actually really good. So we want omega-3 and cholesterol rich diets, aka beef and fish diets. That is the first thing we will like. That is a really good way to build our myelin, make us clear our brains. The second thing is multitasking and distractions. We have so many distractions today, like social media, the hub, everything. Like, they're so easy. Like, everything, like short attention span things, the generosity is so easily accessible. Unlike things that will actually make you to someone you want to be, like this. most people will watch that shit, or they will do that. They will have these distractions, and what will happen is the simple fact that they can't build a myelin because they aren't in deep work. They aren't focused on one thing, they just jump from thing to thing to thing to thing because they see so many opportunities and they can't stick to one thing. And it makes them just not build myelin because they don't learn. They just get distracted by things. This is a phenomenon we usually call shiny object syndrome. It's usually something that we say to people who jump between many different business models, but it is also well known for social media and other things. People think that you just want status in, or you just want anything in, or you just go between things instead of focusing on few things to get good at them. You focus on many things and just aren't good at them, and now you're nobody because you aren't good at anything. And that is the third thing we will talk about, and that is deep work. So what is deep work? Deep work is the simple fact that you block out distractions, as we talked about, and you make sure, because here's the thing, this is how you actually build myelin. This is the deep work. It's just sections. You can take breaks, but you should plan them. You should schedule blocks in your day, hours of blocks, where you plan to just work with no distractions. You have your telephone outside of the room. Don't have anything that can distract you accessible to you. Just make sure that you sit maybe for, I usually have 1 to 2 hour blocks. Because here's the thing, it takes you 50 minutes to get back into it, so you want to make sure that you don't add unnecessary breaks. You just limit yourself to 1-2 breaks a day, and do just as much work as you need, and you will just feel fucking viral later on. But have a nice day, dogs. Bye. Build your myelin.